Hello, guys. I know you're all working very hard writing your final assessment essay for business strategy, and I want to give you as much help as I possibly can and as much reassurance that you are prepared to write the final assessment, and that is a task that is perfectly possible, and hopefully you will be enjoying it as you write it. So, let's remember what the question for the final assessment is. It is critically discuss the relevance of three main concepts you have learned in this course in order to achieve and maintain strategic fit. That's the question. Now, I'm suggesting that in your answer you use extant literature and examples to support and illustrate your statements. So, well, by three concepts, I mean three ideas. Now, you have to bear in mind that this question is an open-ended question and there is no ideal answer. There are no three concepts that are the most important. The three concepts that you choose are the concepts that, in your opinion, are more important to develop the argument you want to develop. So there is no specific answer. You need to choose three concepts that you see best suitable to structure your argument on how do they link to strategic fit and develop them in your essay. Now, what to do? Well, based on your understanding, based on your studying throughout the semester and your individual preparation during this time, you need to develop an argument that links these three chosen concepts to strategic fit. That is the exercise of the essay. In your answer, you need to develop an argument and explain why your chosen concepts link to strategic fit. How do they link to strategic fit? When do they link to strategic fit? If they link at all, maybe they don't. And to do this, you want to use extant literature, you want to use relevant examples, and you want to use your own logical reasoning and opinions, well supported and well argumented, to develop this link. Now, do you remember when we discussed that strategic concepts seem trivial at first? Remember when I say, well, we give this definition, and it sounds like, duh, this is really simple. Well, this is because strategic concepts may seem trivial at the beginning, but when you approach them and when you really get your nails onto them, then you realize that there's much depth and breadth to them. So, if at this stage, at any point, you feel that you perhaps don't grasp the concepts fully, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry. That is because understanding strategic concepts takes a long time. And at this stage, you're only expected to understand it as an undergraduate student. You're not expected to understand it as a CEO who has been doing strategy for 30 years. Hopefully you will all become CEOs and you will be doing strategy for 30 years. But that's far, way down the line. At this stage, you need to be able to show that you apply the concepts, that you evaluate the concepts, that you analyze and create, but at an undergraduate level. Moreover, if you sometimes feel that you don't grasp it fully and that there are edges and bits and pieces of the concepts that you don't understand, that is because you've reached a certain level of depth in which you're doubting. Contrary to most other concepts, strategy concepts, when they seem trivial is when you are to be worried about. Now, the learning that you develop now will hopefully be the basis of your future career. Strategy will be important for your future career. So important now to understand it to the best of your ability, because your understanding will only get better and gain more depth in time. Finally, I want to reassure you once more that you are prepared to write this final assessment, and you're prepared to write it to the best of your ability. This is a piece of work that is perfectly doable. And if you have followed the course and attended the seminars and did the exercises and did the multiple choice, then you've accumulated knowledge that now you have to demonstrate that you master. I have no doubt that all of you have done this because of the conversations I had with you, because of the results of the MCQ, and because of many things. I would be delighted to give everyone the best possible mark. I'm just asking you to provide me with the evidence so that I can give you the best possible mark. Now, the final assessment requires you to present your opinion, but it's not your opinion as unbased, unsupported opinion. You have to support it really well with references, logic, and evidence. And that means that you're not supposed to repeat material that everybody knows. Material that everybody knows, it could only be used as a basis to develop your argument further. But no, it has little or no value in and by itself. Now, I understand that this is challenging, but please take confidence on the fact that you have worked through the semester and you have accumulated a half-decent piece of knowledge. And now is the moment to show that you master strategy and that you're able to apply the concepts and that you're able to use them for analysis and that you're able to use them to create new venues. That is what this task is about. And you're perfectly able to do it. Perfectly able to do it. With no further ado, I let you to carry on doing your final assessment. Now, in order to be of more help, I have opened a discussion area in My Aberdeen, and I would invite you to go and ask any question that you have at this stage. Of course, I won't be able to answer content type questions, but any question you have, I will provide you with the most reassurance and support I possibly can. The very best of luck, and I'm sure you will do well in this final assessment.